And I'm here to talk to you about this Sunday, the third Sunday of Advent. It's an unusual Sunday in that it uses the word rejoice. In the opening antiphon, rejoice always. In the first reading, Isaiah tells us to rejoice. And St. Paul in the second reading also tells us to rejoice always. Now, there are many occasions in our life when we can rejoice. Maybe a child or a nephew does well in a class play for the parish, or our football team or our baseball team wins. So we rejoice with family. We graduate, the family celebrates. So we are used to that kind of personal and family rejoicing. But as we look around our world today, there's often not too much that makes us want to rejoice. Wars, violence that we have experienced in our own country here so many times so recently. Why should we rejoice? And I think this is the heart of the message of Advent and the heart of what it means to be Christians. We rejoice because we proclaim Christ, because we believe that Christ has changed the world for us. Not that we can always see it, but that His presence, His life, His suffering, death, and resurrection has changed our goals, has changed the meaning of our life. And that is why we can rejoice. If we're going to rejoice, then we have to also follow the message of today's gospel. John the Baptist, an individual who acknowledges who he is by denying himself. I am not the prophet. I am not the Messiah. I am a voice crying in the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord. That is what we are meant to be as well. It is not a matter of our simply rejoicing ourselves at our own private, personal, or family events, but it's a matter of sharing that joy with everyone and giving others our reason and a reason for them to rejoice. And that is to proclaim this Christ whose coming we celebrate and whose presence among us we celebrate. And so we need to be a voice like John the Baptist for our world today. We need by our life and our example, most of all, to be that voice, to proclaim from the way we live, what we say, what we believe, and how we act. We proclaim the importance of the presence of Christ in our lives. And we proclaim our belief in the kingdom that Christ has come to begin among us. And it will be our voice, our integrity in the way we live and act and the way we speak that will convince others that there is something in this message of the gospel. There is something, there is even joy, the possibility of joy and hope in our world because of this Christ who has come among us. So today's readings tell us to rejoice, and we can rejoice because we are a voice bringing the joy of Christ to others.